Sent the invite for the match?
Yes.
Everybody ready? The match is about to start.
Gee, I have no petty cash. What a surprise.
Hello there.
Currently streaming on Twitch. Think I can stream
Yeah, I noticed.
here as well. But...
Don't think it should be a performance issue for you, but
now that you mention it, no, it really should not be.
yeah. Discord streams
what-
is more convenient because I don't hear myself.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
can
true.
still hear the game. Not that you really need to hear Blood Bowl, but it doesn't hurt.
So you're gonna foul me, Hamster? Is that what I see?
Yes.
Seems the ref has been involved. Weather is fine, so I'm not going to talk about it again.
Never really played against the Bretonians, Jim. I've heard the
So,
yeomen are tasty.
how do I
and
swap
the
up
knights are
players now?
good
Ah,
at
there you
blitzing.
are. Yeah. Automatically puts it on the side. Good. Now I'm defending. How many rerolls do you have? 2. Okay.
Oh god, it's the best you got. I forgot about that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Brelix. Isn't that how the Reds are supposed to be played?
No! Not in the slightest.
Why would they get a big guy if they're not supposed to bash?
Yeah, I don't get this. Look, he even has like he has Wild Eye, he's like Frenzy, he has Mighty Blow.
Yeah, that freaking domesticated red too.
Nice weather to play Blood Bowl. This is going to be decisive.
Already starting out great.
Gathering around that moon plate, like halflings round a sandwich.
Oh, that's wrestle. That's a lot of wrestle, jeez.
Come on, guys, together.
Oh no.
Is Nitro, are you watching your own stream or something?
No? Damn, another stun.
Why is there two sounds coming from you then?
Cause like I'm streaming on Discord. But
Are you
that
watching both the Discord stream and the Twitch stream?
No, I'm just watching Discord.
That's so true.
The string.
Because that was still open
That's
from
a
the
nice
previous
start.
one. Because I still had it open from yours. Oh, come on.
See, mighty blow paying off.
Good job, Hamster.
Oh. Well, without apothecary, I guess it's time to kill some rats.
That's so rude, chap.
Do you want be Discord streaming?
Oh, no, I should be.
Hit like they moved the ball.
But I was watching it before, so now it should be good. Sorry.
Alright.
I accidentally closed it. Yeah, it's not great.
I mean, it's a red ogre, right? So I guess
I
it's
need it.
understandable.
It's. I mean,
Wow. You could lose for the winners.
but this is a disgusting start.
Which is good because you have been having so much beginner's luck.
He's not wrong.
You know, normal enough would be here to help, but sadly he's too traumatized. By his dice. Well, last league I had one
Nothing I
game
do
where
is
I
good here.
murderized the shit out of Sombra,
And
and that's all I had.
Your Discord stream is too weird.
I think you had the same issue.
Maybe I guess I can just watch the.
Yeah, but you're gonna hear
You're-
yourself, so it's not great.
I don't see
Yeah.
any issue with the Discord stream.
Maybe it's just me. Let me try to rejoin. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but just with like 2 stuns, 2 knockdowns, and an injury.
Yeah.
No, you had 2 knockdowns, 2 stuns, and an injury.
I mean, your rats don't have that many defensive skills.
They're getting up close and
Yeah,
personal.
I guess I'm just lagging. Yeah, I'm probably just lagging on
Smell your
Discord or
breath
something.
and see the dead
I mean, at
insect
least you
in
stop
your
being Robo every 2 seconds.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to stream himself now. Or run the game.
I mean, it was the case for Braille, so that's true.
Okay, let me just. I'll close and reopen Discord. Maybe that's-
Atlanta's rats is sketchy. Yeah, it hasn't gone wrong before, but you are correct.
I hope you will take that dodge. It has such great chances.
Just utility. Alright, time to die.
Alright, what can I do when it comes to rats? Die.
Yeah, I guess it's just my computer sucks. Yeah,
This player likes to be
Nitro
well
is streaming on a too high quality on Discord. I guess.
Intimidation is the key. It's one of my strengths when I
That's pretty rough.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it.
Unity is
Yeah.
strength.
Oh, whatever.
Player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
That's how you take down a rat man, Jim. A solid punch to the mangy critter will stop it flipping around.
You get 2 dice on that? I mean, it makes sense. Cause, yeah,
I mean, your deck is
yeah, no,
too
you're right,
strong.
because it stays alone. I normally don't place them alone like that, but... Oh, it's all correct.
Is the assist gonna be enough to come out on top?
I'll take it because it's alone,
Oh, that's a good. Now, can they
and I don't care.
on this?
Get next to the ball carrier so you can block him. And if that doesn't work, stab him in the face.
Rolling 1 die with gold.
Hotels there.
Well, it was a 1 die on his blocker at least.
I mean, yeah, but my guy has wrestled, so it goes down.
that's-
Goes down anyway.
Is it still a 2 die block? Miss makes sense, I guess.
Maybe you don't know this, but rats are bash.
Absolutely have to stop him. Or
That's
whatever. I haven't seen a rat run so fast since I fired your agent.
All right.
Okay, let's start with the classic stand-up routine.
Yeah, I think against a bashy team, I really shouldn't play.
I mean, the thing is, Bretonians aren't that bashed.
No. It's
Really?
the issue is that one of my gutter runners, they're only strength 2. They're very nice and fast, but against a team that has a lot of strength 3, it's not great because you're taking more 2 dice. Then again, in general, it wasn't great because I lost the Rat Ogres. That's a lot of muscle already gone. Yeah, I know, Barco. It's like I could have normally wouldn't be so bad, but like losing the Rat Ogres was really bad.
Bashing with a rat team is bad. Who knew, right?
It's not that. It's that I can't project strength to protect the weaker ones if I don't have the Rat Ogre.
The attacker has an assist.
Okay, come on, dodge. Yeah, good.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
Didn't go exactly. But
Come on, guys. Together.
Maybe better dodging out of the way rather than blocking, Bob.
No, Jim. Strike first, run later. That's always been my motto.
The sad thing is that I still can't run out there.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. And a KO.
I love the sound of the Skaven when they're in pain.
Oh, with the KO, I can run out.
Victory.
Yeah, that's super lucky.
Casualty so early in the match?
No, not that
Hey,
way.
I might actually start paying attention.
Do I run out though? Because if I get out, your Dodger rats would get in my case, and with this setup, I can't get to die. I think I'll.
Gouda is now a cheese spread.
Yeah. My goal is to make a Quattro Formaggio Nitro. Funnily enough, that's not the Blitzer that is supposed to carry the ball, but it turned out like that. Where is actually the Blitzer that's supposed to carry the ball?
That's rough.
Alright, Vijanica. Yeah, dodging.
Nice.
Dodging from tackle zone into tackle zone is not the best idea. Let's
Like, Nitro's getting punished for his mistakes. This is great.
This never has happened before in the history of Dota.
That guy is looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
Look this set there.
That player is about to get punched above and below
And
the belt.
pushes.
At the same time.
Well done. Help the ball carrier.
About a 3 die. Still no knockdown. Pushes. I mean, not fine. No, let's do a couple more blocks first.
Okay, so I switched to desktop Discord, browser Discord, and now it's fine. It's Discord is
Come
a mystery.
You were running browser before?
It looks like
Yep.
that's
No, I
still
was
on the menu
running
tonight.
desktop before. Sorry, I'm using browser.
Who knows? I'd expect it to work better the other way, but
Fantastic.
The opposite.
Oh
Great when
boy.
that happens.
It isn't. Believe me. If that didn't happen with my game against Max, I would have won.
Oh, this happened for Sombra with me too. So
Oh, the Max got unlucky there as well. A couple of times, so it worked out.
attacker has an assist. This player would rather be alone.
It's not better at
What is
all.
the vent sound effect
That's-
supposed to be?
Oh, yeah.
That's
It always sounds like
Yeah.
something splashing in the water to me.
Yeah, it feels like that too to me. But that got the runner going to pick up the ball is actually not a bad.
I mean,
Look at
it's
that,
also the
that's-
only one that can result. More than
Yeah.
That's
one
actually not bad chances. But there you go.
I mean, it was kind of like,
The other
what's
I
this
mean, you
actually
could've
gonna
rerolled
give
that.
me? Not a ton, really.
And it
So I'd rather
looks
try.
like
and-
483s in a row, but the dodges are even better than that with dodge. So
Player's taking the ball.
Yeah, you
The
got
end
2
zone
rolls
is
with
close.
dodge, basically. So it's way better.
Yeah.
Oh right, I can't score.
Wait, what?
with the other guy.
I was.
okay.
That's a true Nitro mistake right there.
I mean, to be honest, I'm fine killing some rats before scoring.
Yeah.
It's really not bad for Hamster. It's bad for you, naturally.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Barco. That's what I did on my last game with Kaiser. Because if I hadn't done that, I would be screwed.
I mean, with like 3 of my players out, maybe more.
This player
Well, you're the
likes
team
to
that
be
has the
well-assisted.
easier time scoring, so. I mean, it depends on whether your players are KO'd or
I am
injured.
running up, rolling abnormally high amount of knockdowns.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
So I better get them all out of the system now, since I'm not getting
To
them
be
after.
honest, there is an argument to not actually wake up anyone.
Well, yeah.
I
Having
actually
everyone
might-
lie down is a legitimate strategy. He can only foul
I-
1 player per turn.
Yeah, and to be honest, I probably would do that in your situation.
I mean, you
Yeah.
probably want to get Gutter Runner out of there at least, because that's
Yeah.
prime fouling
He'll get an
material.
assist now.
Yeah.
Definitely. The gutter runners, at least, you should just get out of there. Get your offers. What's this? This was your attack, right, Hamster?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is my attack.
Look, I only have 1 gutter runner left though.
No, you have
Yeah,
to.
just get
You
me
have
out of there.
Franco and you have Shadow.
You're right.
Yeah, get them out of there. Yeah, that's actually a good movement. It pressures a bit Hamster to score. Yeah, I said a bit, not much.
I will get this turn this turn, but I'll be greedy.
Don't know about that,
Wondered
but
who
it
It worked
in a
out.
fight
worked.
between you and
So-
Morgan Paul.
Contractually, I'm not
Don't
allowed
Dre
to
know,
say,
right?
Joe. Suffice to say that the matter has already been settled.
Okay. Let's do some basic marking.
He's coming to help his buddy.
That guy can
That's
stand the
not
ground.
I think they're waiting for the ball now. Or talking to the fans.
I mean, sure, why not?
Nice.
Touchdown! Just before halftime. That really screws with the players in the locker room.
No, that was the right
And you can safely
play
farm
for-
SPP, you might as well.
I mean, the worst
I
that
mean,
could happen...
considering I remade the team and lost one match course of SPP.
To be safe for Hamster, I feel like you shouldn't have put the guy near the on the touchdown zone because, you know, it could go outside and bounce in a terrible way.
You know, famous last words. It shouldn't go that way. We'll do this setup, I guess. Actually, let me quickly check. And swap you.
Let's be honest, Nitro can score in 3 turns. It's really possible with the gutter runners.
Oh yeah.
But,
I mean, I scored a goal, I haven't won the game.
that helps. That helps a lot.
It's not the most helpful thing, but yeah.
No, that is pretty huge.
I think the most helpful thing would have been some players are randomly stunned that it stuns through my players.
True.
This is a big game, Bob.
You
How do you feel?
probably want the ball with Franco. He has blodge.
Ask me again.
That's true.
Unless you can put the other one very far away, but with the formation that
Nah, I don't think so.
yeah, so just keep the ball with
Yeah.
Franco. That's your best bet at scoring.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
Ball is secure. Can the other team steal it away?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You probably want to protect the north flank of the north cage.
I know why my team is working better against Nitro than my first team would have. The first team was European and they, they're weak to cheese. But now it's an Indian team, and Indians, they have no clue what cheese is.
See, that's what I was looking for.
If they wish.
Really?
But
You guys have cows?
you could have gotten 2
Yeah, but they're
dice with the-
sacred.
Yeah, with the
I
alignment.
don't recall. Oh yes, India, famous for cheese.
Come
I don't
on.
think. Well, it's the last.
I think your granddaughter
Stringing
decided
him
not to
on his
play today.
belly or chin.
I feel like the reroll there was fine to try.
Man,
I don't have that many left. I'd rather use them for things that are more guaranteed to,
you
like...
have
There's only 3 more turns, and but
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not that
still
bad.
low on our.
but you wouldn't gain much by that too, to be
Yeah.
honest. So. You could blitz with that guy, yeah. Blitz with no, blitz with him. Clicking blitz. There you go. And
Oh, then
now.
attack, and then you can move.
Yeah, so he can move here, exactly. Since you haven't used your blitz, since you haven't used, might as well do that.
Okay. How do we deal with this rat infestation?
That's it. Get in their face. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Would they turn into cheese spreads again?
Oh, come on.
Ouch! The fur really did.
Freaking 5 and a 4 on an armor roll.
Fight night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Really, don't let them. They're massive and can take your hand right off.
Smack. Trust me, Barcode, they're all shit jokes.
I think I'll stay like this.
That's
I
an
mean,
option.
my team is
but-
also cheese name. Except it has nothing to do with cheese.
So you have 3 options here, I think, Nitro. You could go to the right, which is bad option. You could go. Oh, sorry. Right. You could go to the middle, which is an idea. You just have to pass through those 2 blockers somehow. Or you could represent to the left, which is good but also bad, because
I know why. I know exactly what you mean. But I think it's the best bet for, like...
but you only have 2 turns. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but it's like...
If you want to score, I don't think going. Well, you could score if you go to the left too, but it's a bit tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow my instinct. My instincts say left, better left than dead.
Sounds like a good old-fashioned fight.
I think it's the wrong option, but you do you.
Don't pass.
You can still score though. You
Players arrive
have
to
to
assist
go
their
for it. No, you can definitely score. You could use some sacrificial rats to hold the line. The red ogre also could be. You should blitz the red ogre, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, without blitz, it's not really moving.
Yep. This is good. This is not a bad formation, but no, yeah, this is fine. It's not a dodgy, so
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. This should be good.
I think the right ogre would be best at the right flank. It would stop a lot of people from moving.
You also want to blitz it. Even if you don't want to attack with... I guess you could attack with him, because why not?
That's a holding maneuver. If ever
Ooh.
I saw one.
Reroll that.
That Rat Ogre
Yeah.
really
Oh.
doesn't want to play today.
Jesus, that's some shit rolls, man. Why can't I get those on my goddamn armor rolls?
Oh, that's
Rat Ogre just wants
That's
a day off.
rough.
It's Euron's day. Why are you making him play some nonsense? Okay. That's a dodge. If I do this, probably no. Oh right, this guy just moved. Let's try
Is the assist
this.
gonna be enough to come out on top?
Come on.
I am fine.
Just that's what the cool kids are saying these days, isn't it?
Doesn't really matter, but still.
It's going to be decisive.
Ooh, that's a 6 and a 5. Yeah, I don't think. No, Nitro can't score
Unity
anymore.
is strength.
I still.
No, you only have 1 turn left.
Not bad. Wait till you get
I think I'm putting enough dead bodies in the way. Forgot a runner to not make it.
I think it's just barely enough. No, just barely doesn't have enough movement.
Gee,
This
these
one.
rolls you're getting, it's stupid. It's actually ridiculous.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
It's a standoff.
You need to do a good pep talk with your Rat Ogre.
Uh huh.
Break.
You can
That's what
cancel
I've-
the blitz if you do that.
Yeah.
If you, yeah. Oh yeah, with 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Too
yeah,
short because I need to go. I need to go
I mean-
straight.
You
Technically
score,
he
but
can, but he needs to knock down the Blitzer and then do like 5 dodges.
It's not gonna be easy. Let's see.
Doesn't even matter where I place you.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Okay, Shadow.
You should. I guess your only play is to red die the middle guy, and hopefully you get a move at the very least. The middle. No, 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 that guy. The other guy.
This
The one
one?
in front of the farm for me. The
Oh.
one in front of. Yeah, VJ.
Yeah, but that's 2 red die.
Yeah, but that's your only choice if you want to score. You need that guy out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a guy with block to die.
No, yeah, it's really.
need to push.
Really,
And
really
with dodge
unlikely.
as well.
Yeah, it's really unlikely, but that's your only choice. Don't follow,
I know.
and now hope.
And now there are only 6 rolls between you and scoring.
Just
Sorry,
hope.
just 7 rolls between you and scoring.
I could try this first for some smacking.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You could try that
It's
first.
very safe.
It's
Yeah.
not. Eh,
Yep.
Ah, yeah,
mean,
got,
you can-
On the other hand, that one would be
I mean,
actually a dodge.
that's one less reroll for you to run. Because with that reroll, you can get
first one.
I mean,
Oh
first
my-
one was the 70% one
Yeah.
already.
That was a
So.
dodge.
Now let's work on. Elf.
Of course, Naito doesn't get up.
Finally, Nitro doesn't have.
I think
Amazing
Red
luck
Ogre did some
anymore.
pep talk
Down a
during
player.
the
Easy to
break
replace.
instead. He's like, guys, we're not playing
Possession
today.
is
Like,
the key to
why would
winning,
you wake up?
which must drive the coach crazy, as his team has just kicked it away.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
Again?
High kick again. It's your favorite Nitro. It's high ground.
Rainbow is probably your best bet too.
Yeah, it's the.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Like, isn't it supposed to be a water splash though?
Two big goons that get together and
You're
fall
fucking kidding me.
He doesn't get a follow-up because of Fent. That's nice.
This is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of luck you're getting here. It's actually stupid.
I mean, these are your dice. Let's not be. Let's not point fingers there. I'm not responsible for what you're rolling.
The more the merrier.
He got stopped.
Oh boy, a stun.
Those are pretty good.
Relax, you're doing fine.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to happen. This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Could have been worse.
That's so close to the world of hurt.
Still not great.
I think I'm actually done. Maybe move this guy a bit.
Breaking through this is exceedingly difficult.
I mean, like, you probably want to go to the right, and you probably need this side. Just leave you to do your things.
Yeah, the thing is, you can just switch back. You need to start doing something to prevent that. I'm gonna move him anyway, so let's just get that roll over.
Those vermin are fast, Jim.
Probably. I don't know. Could have moved him a bit and then passed it out and got around.
I was thinking about that, but that's like, it's a bunch of rolls that gain me a little, but could cost me a ton.
I mean, it's 183% roll. It's not that much.
Nitro is feeling for his dices, man. It happens to all of us. He's finally feeling it.
Yeah, we finally took training wheels off of his dice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the cheating dice for dice games in the casino.
These Skavens are just too
They
fast.
only have 4, 5, and 6.
Jesus.
Okay, while then.
Yeah,
But you don't want to play, what are you doing?
it's domesticated, man. Yeah. You
mean,
have no other choice.
You should
have
go
to.
there even. Because it's better than getting pushed out.
I love the sound of
Exactly.
Skaven when they're in pain. Sounds like victory. He won't leave you alone anytime soon.
Cause shut up, Nifty. Fucking cathartic match.
Oh yeah, this is 100% cathartic.
Not for you. For him, I can get it.
No, you think...
It's dauntless.
You really think I was having fun watching you have, like, huge blasts on your dice?
Getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be
I wasn't.
close. So
Come
smell your breath and see the debt.
And my blow.
kidding me. Is this...
What he's no
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that mighty blow! Mighty blow was
We call
clutch.
that Knuffles kiss.
Nice mighty blow there, Hamster.
That's why I took it. Okay, let's try getting towards ball a bit.
Double sixes is just whatever.
Okay, that line can't be touched.
You roll like shit on the things that don't really... Well, it's not even that bad. It's just things that don't really matter.
They, Storm Vermin or similar Storm Vermin. I think.
The attacker has an assist.
Yeah.
Have you missed the start map? Because it was exactly the same, except I injured that
Disgusting.
ogre.
Yeah.
He like injured my rat ogre immediately. It was disgusting.
It was
And
really
then
funny, yeah.
after I scored, the first roll of the red ogre was double skull.
Okay, Nitro, you gotta think like a rat. You gotta think like Kaiser right now. I don't mean that.
Yeah, running through everything and actually succeeding is how Kaiser played rats.
Yep.
That's what. That match
solid
taught
strategy.
me to never take pity on rats. So unless I'm too old and bashing him.
If I do this, I get an extra die. Sure, that's nice, but then I can't run through anymore.
Jim, did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob? Why?
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you rather look at?
Yeah, just a one die in there.
You have. I feel like. I don't know if I should help.
That's fine.
The right path is completely open. It's a bit risky, but probably your best bet at doing
I mean, you
something.
don't want to end on the edge. So.
But don't aim on the edge. 100%.
Don't end
I
even
mean, it is open,
one
but
next
you
to the edge necessarily.
And at
you
this
can't
point,
really-
you should be taking more going for it. It's a lot of dice rolls, but that's what rat is good for.
I often think Blood Bowl might be better if
And-
we just got rid of them.
I bet
Fair.
you
I would
That's-
do it
that's
just
Kaiser.
because
Go by.
he can't
Against
support.
Skaven, I
that
mostly
guy.
relied on
He
Except
can support
maybe
with
a
more
bit
dodges.
Smells like old cheese.
He can support
It
with
doesn't
more
need
dodges.
to support it. It has block and dodge, so
Also that, yeah.
there's a
But
good
he
chance that you
has-
can't
he-
knock it out even. I mean, you're
He
gonna
has-
only get one attack on it.
He has rest on his dudes, but I guess not the rest.
I mean, yeah, but
not
I can put enough stuff around the guy.
Okay, now you
Like,
should
it's
be
not
thinking
that I
about.
have a...
I would go one more for it with that. Well, no, no.
I mean, too late.
Too late.
It, I would have.
I'm not gonna re-roll that. It's
If you'd
not-
gone directly south instead, you would have had 2 dice on that guy.
Oh yeah, the opposite thing, man. No, I don't. Would have had to take a
Simply-
die for that as well.
The thing that it was missing is that you should have used your gutter runner, your other gutter runner, to also go there and support the other one.
No,
Because
it
he
could
has
not have
dodge.
done that.
No, he could. He has dodge. You have no idea how strong. You must understand. Dodge is.
You would have
very
only
strong.
needed 1 dodge roll on the other gutter runner if you'd taken 2 die block on the guy that you took the 1 die on and then pushed him out.
Yep. Do not underestimate dodge. Gutter runners are
Yeah,
there
it's
for a
true.
reason. They're
Yeah, I know.
stars of the race. You could still
For
survive this, Michael.
for 3 die roll against 3 power, I need 7, right?
7, yes.
Yes, 7.
Okay, so that's not happening. So we just go with that. Oh, the gutter runners too. That's 3 die.
Put pressure on the ball. Can't argue with
Well, come on.
It's disgusting.
good defensive block.
And he catches it too.
I mean, he has hit, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Unfair.
did fail a catch.
Yeah, that's Phil the
so-
first one, yeah.
Yeah, so it was the skill that made it.
Okay, now I need to protect. Okay.
Because at this point, Nitro, you've been relying on blind luck.
No, but
You don't have luck.
this is like the
So
like
you should be
half
thinking
of
a
this
bit
I
more.
couldn't protect against. Like, sure, it was luck before, but I don't
No,
think
no,
there's.
no. I'm not saying you're not being unlucky, but see, look at that gutter runner, for instance. There were plays that you could have done. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know,
And
I know.
you should be thinking a bit more about that now that you have run out of your amazing luck.
Learning to identify when an assist is actually going to add dice is pretty
I am
critical.
like rolling
Yeah,
disgust
that's-
Come
out of
That's
all.
on.
really good.
What do I even do here?
Thanks, Steph.
I mean, it's all gonna be kind of YOLO no matter what. Let's do this first.
Guess I need to do it more often.
This could be a sack.
First have an
I love
absolute
it.
atrocious Dota game and then log into Blood Bowl. All ready to hate everything. So the game knows that I can uninstall it at any point.
You can do a one die block if you come from below. Either one of those tiles don't need to go to the center. The corner one works as well.
Yeah, it's not super likely, but it's pretty good. And if you do get the
I mean,
ball,
it's better than nothing.
you
at the
could
end,
pass to the
so-
other gutter runner and score, for instance.
Put some pressure on
No,
the
because I already.
You can't pass after Blitz. At the time.
Ah, yeah, Blitzer, you're right. I keep forgetting about that. I would reroll.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think one dice rerolls.
Do not follow.
They pushed us back. Personally, I
Bit different.
respect them.
The thing is, getting the ball out is so huge, especially.
You
where-
want to move so I can't run
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, you want to move to
Yeah.
protect
Yeah.
the edge.
where the runners are so close to scoring. It's the reroll there, I think, was pretty good. Mm.
Not sure. I won't trust.
They're both injured.
Oh, that's experience for both.
Yeah.
I mean, yours leveled up,
has leveled up.
That's how you take down a rat man, Jim.
and mine is just
Solid
level
punch to the
but
mangy critter will stop it.
That was overall good for Nitro, to be honest.
I don't know.
I mean, he
Miss next
misses the
game.
next game, so it's
I've got a replacement
Inflation.
Got a
rat.
miss that
So.
game? Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a replacement rat, so it's not the absolute worst.
Handoff followed by a great
Okay.
pass. A classic.
King
combination.
616.
Yeah.
Let's keep this gutter rounds neatly here. I don't think I'll get a better chance of fall.
They are down, surrounded by the opposing.
You need to foul though.
Oh no, I killed Buzz. Well, knocked out Buzz. Okay. Didn't have to use my bribe, thankfully.
You have a bribe?
Yes.
Oh, for me,
Because my team value is 1000. And I
Oh.
trusted 1140. I had to use 40 on lineman. So I had exactly 100. I could have gotten 2 Budweiser babes or a bribe. Or a reroll. I decided to get a bribe.
Now, for all the people you not getting Bloodweiser babes, I'm disappointed.
What evil do you need to wish upon Blood Bowl? Like I don't know what else can drive you to such hatred that such level of hatred that Dota drives people now. Except Blood Bowl.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you saw his last game.
I have.
Player is about to get punched above and below at the same time.
Yeah, already starting to see the problem of Britannia where blitzers are getting all the SPP and all others are getting nothing.
I mean, isn't it good that the Blitzers are getting all the experience?
I mean, if they're taken care of, that means I have nothing. It's not really good to have a team where you have 4 players and everyone else are just there so they don't die.
Much better to have a team where you have 4 actual players and all the others are there so you can knock them out.
I mean, to be honest, ghouls are fine as line. They're not awful. Like, they're not rotters and stuff. Okay, I think I can afford 1, maybe 2 blocks, and then I'll just go for it.
You do get more value per point of SPP if you can spread them around, but on the other hand, having one super player with like block, dodge, sidestep, and other nonsense certainly has value as well.
With Fred's flavor, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Okay, this I can't do. Oh, I can move back because it's actually.
Absolutely disgusting.
Honestly, after Nurgle, it's nice to play a team that doesn't just die getting any kind of.
I'm sure Nurgle is
The single going for it. See, none of my players got up.
That is.
Jesus, just single one.
See, Nitro, you're praying wrong. You should say cheese.
2 ones. Oh my god, man.
The smaller the team, the harder it is to score. You need to find replacements.
Hamster is a hero, man.
Despite being in the lead, this This team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll
mean,
wanna
Kaiser
get it
woke
back
up.
as soon as they can.
Red Ogre definitely didn't come to play. Oh, right.
The Red Ogre did nothing.
Red Ogre fed to SPP, ate one reroll, and then decided fuck it. And also provoked all others to not wake up. Yeah, I don't think you... I guess technically you have enough players for one turn score, but...
He can. He can. It's just unlikely, but he can.
Oh,
Depending
I
on where the ball goes
Uh,
and the blitz.
you may want to play on your left flank, because I forgot I'm down player, so there's a gap to run.
Yeah, yeah.
Like where I only have one.
If Nitro gets the +1 movement event, he could. Maybe not one turn roll, one turn touchdown, but it would be very, very good. Well, that's not good.
Oh,
for
that's
him.
a bit late for everyone.
That is not good for him. That's for sure.
Jim.
No, it's a scent. Very different from perfume. You know,
Okay,
it's
with
called
2-0, I'm
Looking
fine
Down
not foul.
by Tommy Hilfiger.
I
A last-minute pass, but will it go anywhere?
probably could have given it to Frank.
Hey, they're moving the ball really well.
Probably, yeah.
And then just run it.
But this is okay, too, to be honest.
I mean, it's same thing, but with only one pass.
Yep.
And I,
Yeah, that's being a rat. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's-
you're. Yep, go for it. Go for it.
I mean, you have 2 rerolls as well.
I'm not joking. This is your best.
I mean, I would go 1 by 1.
That speed, it will be difficult to catch.
That's Haven.
Fail, Jim. All you need
That's
is
red.
Going one by one is for cowards.
I mean,
But yeah, it is a good move.
being a coward is on Rams escape.
Now you should be checking who can catch the rat, and you should try to, not get them to
I mean,
move.
I have
But no
3
one
guys
really
that can
can
get-
catch the rat, I think.
He
Or-
definitely
think he
has
can
guys
mark
that
all
can go
three
for
guys.
it to get to the rat.
Yeah, you're right. So you should be trying to block that. No, just put. No,
You can click them to check their movement range.
yeah, follow them.
That's it. Force them back and then pow!
Yeah, you should have blocked that guy from moving too.
Yeah. Well, this game's been going like shit anyway, but you're right.
Remember, you need balls to score.
At least it's Franco.
Like if you. To
No,
be
it would
honest, if you.
should have run one around,
You'll need to get the
run
ball
one
forward.
around and see if I
The
could
zone
have
is
done
in
something
sight.
with that. But c'est la vie. Banana peels? No.
I like this. The dung is about
Oh,
to
that
hit the
blast
fan.
it.
It's a start. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you
And at
stop.
least the stun.
Well, it definitely bounced around.
You could have done this better, Nitro. But at
Yes,
least
thank
you're
you.
getting.
It's like the game. This is the whole point of this game so far.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but you're at least you're getting how to play red with this. Like that.
I mean,
play
if I
was
had
really
like
good.
I don't know 3 more players. Sorry, 4. No, 3 more. I could have done. Jesus Christ, these rolls.
You're just getting punished for not praying to Jesus.
If the player remains unmolested, they could sprint into the end zone. Of course, that's quite a big if.
Yeah, look at how rats are fun. Like, I might actually try that next time.
I wouldn't be ever able to play rats because you need to rely on luck a bit, and you need to just accept that half of your team will die in some
Scheme
matches.
moves like a brown
And I'm
streak.
bad
Well,
at
that's
that.
one way to describe it.
Oh, definitely. But I've
Don't
played
play
like,
vampires either then.
I mean, it wasn't good. No, with vampires, I can. Like ghouls are supposed to die. Like I can play sacrifice decks in Magic. Yeah, and I'm fine with like linemen dying in my Guardian team because I know linemen are supposed to die. But
I haven't seen a rat run so fast.
in
since I
Skaven,
fired your agent.
you don't really have sacrificial players. It's just that they will die, and you have to live with it.
yeah. I've also been playing mostly Bashy Chains, so
He won't
something
go down.
different wouldn't be
You
bad.
have 2 rerolls anyway.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
you
three
have
rerolls on
reroll
2
because you have
turns,
2
so
rerolls.
At this point, might as well use them.
there was no reason not to use the reroll there.
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
It was time. Not far from the end zone.
Could have been better.
That's a reasonable bounce for you.
Yeah, it could have been
not
better. Could have been
terrible.
a lot worse.
He has dodge, right? No, it's
No, no, it's
Ah,
not
it's
a, not a
thrower.
gutter runner.
It's a
thrower.
throw.
Yeah. But for some reason, I've chosen set to dodge.
That's a bit too much dodge for my taste.
Fast but weak. That is only with the fairies. Better watch out. They're murderous little beasts.
It's casual 6. Right, Hamster? Just a casual...
Another 6.
Another 6. Come on, more 6s. Do it. Do it.
Pass. Will it spark something exciting in the dying moments of the match? That ball moved faster than a snuttling with the run.
I'm getting like 3 games worth of luck this one. To be honest, on the bright side, which I know is the bright side and sounds English, you only had 1 injury. Well, as a result, you only have 1 injury. Because it could have been a lot more bloody.
I will not accept these words from you.
Look, Striker, all you had to do is show up for Warhammer in time. That's not for me, just for me. It's for me and for Buzz.
Now here's one thing that you could do, which would be funny. You could foul that blitzer.
Yeah,
that
you
you
could.
just bounce it.
Because you have a free... I mean, you have a free bribe, but it doesn't matter.
That player can move over a third of the field in one mighty spin. Gods, that's fast.
Oh, the armor held, unfortunately.
No, bribe. Oh, you shouldn't have bribed.
He got.
What? Why?
Why not?
It's your last turn, and your gutter runner was gonna have a safe passage off the field.
It isn't got around.
Oh, is it? No? Yeah, it is.
It's a
Oh, no.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Because your gutter runner
I
would have
mean,
been
it
sent
would have been
off.
sent
There
off,
wasn't.
and I would be able to attack it, but I...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, actually, Max is right. I didn't think of that too.
Look, Nitro, you need to be less salty.
Hamster is as always right.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
I don't care.
Just
What a bullshit game.
And I got the 6.
This looks like the end. They can't catch up such a big
1-2. Jesus Christ.
After that match.
But
I need
Hamster.
to change my
Hey, Kaiser got the
undergarments.
MVP. That's
Take a
good.
while I
You just need like one pass.
take a quick constitutional.
Yeah, do your constant whatever
Loner
somewhere
didn't
else.
steal MVP.
Look at that. 60 versus 34.
Well, yeah, he's not playing rats.
68% dodge rate is abysmal, though. I'll be honest.
I mean, couple of dodges Nitro did was like 33%.
Wake up after KO's 40.
68% dodge is to be expected with rats. You don't have 4 agility.
But you do have dodge.
Yeah, but doesn't that show like the average of all the
My
rolls, not
God.
the attempts?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Max.
This is just a shitty game all around.
I mean, to be honest, wake up after knockout is 50-50. So 40 is low, but
Not that low.
I'm still got lucky though. But
I mean, my
wasn't
block dice
just
ups
that.
is disgusting. If
it
Nitro
wasn't
can show
just
that.
that though.
Jesus, come on.
Them-
Your D6s were pretty disgusting too, to be honest.
I mean,
D6s are like somewhat balanced. The block dice are completely unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 knockdowns to 8 skulls is insane.
Yeah.
And not that
Yeah.
many pushes either, actually. Only 36
You
pushes.
know that the
Yeah,
new
the
Cabal
block dice is
HD
really
globes
disgusting.
have been
The
selling like
D6 is-
hotcakes from all outlets.
It's not
Don't
that bad.
confuse the viewers, Jim. He means they've been selling
You need Hamster
fast.
to validate to...
Yeah, I have validated.
He has already. Nitro just
Oh,
has
okay.
not, never mind.
I guess this
I mean,
wasn't...
no,
oh, there we
it
go.
was
Oh,
waiting
he
for
has,
server
he
from
has,
you.
never mind.
Right, there you go.
It was that guy. Yeah. Hamster.
I have one level up on blocker, which is who is getting garden unless something magical happens.
Who is your next match,
He's
Nitro?
getting garden.
I have no idea.
Oh, generally you want to block?
This
The
rat
Taker
is
who
missing
you
the next
fight
match
you-
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you could just hold on this level up actually. Yeah, not Nexus.
I mean, what? If the player is missing the match, it's not counted towards team value, isn't it?
No,
it's
it's
not.
just so you. It doesn't. It's more like. I guess you could check the matchup anyways.
I don't
I
know
would-
that there's like the only thing that I would really say competes with block there is getting kick, because you don't have anyone with kick yet.
Applying for a group that's undead. What's the day 5 match?
Against Neffy.
Day 5
Spike
is
Magazine, the periodical both players and fans read.
I guess there's an argument for tackle, but block is probably the best option. Argument for kick, I mean. Not tackle.
Yeah, there's no Amazons this league, so tackle isn't really.
Kick is good though. Kick is good.
I'm playing Chosrao and
I would say
Camry.
block. I would definitely say block though.
I'm not enthusiastic about playing Camry.
What do we have left
think-
this round?
I think only 2 matches. Yeah, 2 matches.
Bane versus Skirk and Chosrao versus who's End Time Enjoyers?
I forget.
Sombra, I assume?
Sombra.
Yes, Sombra.
Alright.
Anyway, that was a match to forget. Good grief.
Have you set up a time for that yet, Chosrao? Okay. I think Skirk and Bane. Did they have something set up?
I don't
Those
think
are
they
probably
have.
I think they're trying for tomorrow morning.
Today, something like that works. Okay, yeah, tomorrow morning, right?
So this is probably the last match of today.
Yes.
I would assume so,
But
yeah.
Sombra is nowhere around, so.
No, good games.
Good games.
Bye.
I mean, in the end, I guess
that-
one injury could have been a lot worse, but phew.
But yeah, I mean, you did some good plays, Nitro. It's
I could have
It's
done
just-
some better plays, but that would have been like, oh, now I could have scored once.
which is good, to be honest. But you just get better, you know.
But it was, yeah, sure, but it's like, I mean, I guess I know how Shadow also felt. It's just rough because it's very difficult to
Yeah.
learn when half of you like, oh, I didn't have my Red Ogre for basically the entire match. That's like a pretty
Definitely.
big pawn gone, and adapting to that is not impossible. It is just very difficult.
Yeah. Like it's very frustrating too, so it's kind of tough too, you know.
Yeah,
It
that's
sucks.
rough.
It does suck. Anyways, I'm not gonna watch Factorio, so bye bye. Good night.
Wow.
Good games. Good games.
Cheers. See you later.
What are we doing tomorrow, Nitro?
Tomorrow we're not doing anything. I've got D&D.
That you told me and Bass about, right?
I'm pretty sure I did. And if I didn't, hereby.
I'm pretty sure only mention of D&D was when we talked here and you said that maybe you would have D&D on Wednesdays.
Well, I definitely have tomorrow a session, so I'll tell Bass, I
Not likely
guess.
to have anything set up anyway.
I mean, we could always do more thingamajigger.
Risk of Rain?
Yeah, Risk of Rain.
Okay, I bought 2 more linemen. So my team value is through the roof.
I mean, buying the extra lineman was a good. Buying the extra gutter runner was a really good idea. Just that everything else sucked. Oh well, that's what it is.
Yeah, with that I'll go hate myself some more in Dota.
You say that I do things that shouldn't be done. What a guy.
Yeah, here's the thing, Nitro. You have stuff going in your life. I don't.
But Dota is like, yikes.
It is.
I think I played like 3 games of that and I decided that I really didn't like it.
Nitro, you play World of Tanks.
That there are like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's not any
It's
different
not
kind
that
of
good
bad.
either. It's just I play worse games like World of Warships. Now that's a shit game.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
I also play Factorio.
Hey, it's a good game, damn it.
For 10 hours. Why? She decided that it's time to recommend me all the Russian streamers I absolutely hate and don't want to watch.
Wow, you would dismiss your cultural heritage just like that? Your ancestors will be disappointed.
Yes, my ancestors. I have exactly one fully Russian
I mean, they're
grandfather.
wondering why you're not making more money.
I mean, because I'm a failure. I'm not
No.
hiding that.
Contemporary ancestors. I'm not sure he has any. Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of curious if I can actually think of something to improve for next time, but I'm not actually sure.
Why are you running like Sonic?
Because we're playing modded and, well, that's
So
what
you
we have
modded
in
it
this.
being a furry?
Well, just a fast bit.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And those blue things are definitely not going towards making you on first. Can see through you. Like through cheese.
Poor hamster. Wearing your desires on your sleeve like that. It's okay. You don't have to hide from
Jokes on
me.
you, I don't have any sleeves.
To be fair,
No
with
desires.
Israeli weather, I'm not blaming you.
I mean, it still have been like on a couple of days above 26, 28. It's tolerable.
It's
For
been
now.
like getting warm here again, and I hate it so much. But
Warm
that's
weather
life.
is the worst. Why can't we just have a small nuclear winter?
Well, I mean, your former ruler. So looking into that as we speak. Although he might still be, recovering from
he's
that
looking
extremely
more
exciting
into
V-Day parade.
how I can connect all my bunkers beneath the ground.
Are you
Like, I
implying
wouldn't be
that,
surprised if there is some big project ongoing called digging a tunnel from his residence near Moscow to his residence near Sochi.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. And what was the rumor again? That he's like not a trillionaire, but like stupidly close, but no one knows.
Doesn't matter. He has
No,
like,
of course not.
there's no such thing he can't. He doesn't have enough money for.
Yeah,
If that's the case, then who cares how much exactly he has or has access?
that's true. Nitrate.
Yeah, you and Shadow still planning the mistake of the next year?
Yeah.
No, I know person that lives in Paris, so
Oh boy.
if you surprisingly, this is probably well, maybe not the first, but one of the only online only people I met online who are from France and are huge patriots and love it.
Ugh. Imagine like unironically
Like,
being a French patriot. That's kind of cringe.
I mean, being born and living in Paris does this to you.
It's a sad existence indeed. But I mean, it could be fun. I forgot to turn these on.
I mean, I do want to visit Paris once, probably just once.
Yeah, I feel that's probably gonna be similar for me. I've heard a lot of like fine-ish stuff about the city, and then a lot of like, okay, no, it actually kind of sucks. Powder, 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 powder. Crap, I forgot to set up better deuterium stuff. Oh well. answer. I'm not sure that that's right. And meanwhile,
Funny story, since it's basically from today. I tried going to the Hebrew school to just check. So they sent me the message that the course starts, but like nothing syncs, like which room is it in and so on. They decided that they're closed today.
that sounds annoying.
And they only work from 8 to 11:30 in general, Sunday to Wednesday.
That's a really weird like operating hours.
I mean, the working week starts on Sunday. But
Yeah, okay,
it's,
that kind of makes sense then, I guess.
it's weird working schedules still, considering they do have evening courses. Well, you can come in the evening, you just not meet anyone there who's in any way relevant.
Now, what relevant people would you want to meet at a Hebrew school? How long do you like? I know learning Hebrew sounds like a massive pain.
It's probably like 9 months for the first course, and then if you want, you can continue. Like I hope and assume that, considering how much immigration happens here, that learning the language is one of the first things you need to improve. That it's not just
Yeah.
random nonsense.
I mean, I guess you're kind of, forced to learn it.
I mean, you were before, but nowadays you can probably get by without it. Like, it would be a massive pain.
As I say, I don't know how actually feasible it is.
I mean, Google Translate helps a lot. And the English being a thing.
Yeah. Output? We have a third belt, Sknaffle. No, don't place the inserters. I've got an idea for that. I want prod beacons. Oh no.
What happened?
Someone has a very bad idea.
I mean, yes, you're playing Victoria. Isn't that the anonymous club for such people?
So rude. I mean, yes, but wow. What do I think of what? Double the prop beacons. What do you mean double? Isn't like double the production of them? I can't really double the production beacons here. It's fucked gonna work. If you were suggesting that, then hell no. I'd rather stab myself in the eyeballs than do that. Ah, this produces a full belt. I should have switched some around. If you want to do it, like, be my fucking guest, but I ain't gonna. I haven't built an output station yet either. Still need more of these. They're on their way. Well, first of all, let's do this. Look, I can make even dumber stuff now. And we can actually make a silo. God, this means we need to start working on fucking space stuff. Oh boy. Oh yeah, knights and all, we need that too. Any of these not needed? Actually, Okay, this is disgusting. I'm not sure something will fit here. It will actually, nice. Do I not have any? I don't care. Anyway, we got batteries. All right. Well, first of all, that's better. Yeah, you're more than half a bounce. Any more productivity on you? No station playing iron ore A. That's great. This is done. Perfect. You're missing the sulfur oxide, but we should be getting more of that now. This design was technically made for the green ones, which is why it might not perform up to snuff right now. But we'll just need to upgrade that later, and then it should produce a full belt. Or we could just add more now. It's also not very difficult. But I mean, this amount of battery should be fine. I didn't look at what consumption could be of it even before I designed it. Okay, that's done. We need nitinol. We need everything to be decentralized, baby. We should really make like a note for this. Get like a little overview going of what's been made and what hasn't been made. Because we're getting to the point where we need to decentralize literally everything. Because I want to build chips, but I need silver wire, I need copper wire. What other bullshit do I need? I've got titanium rolls, I need glass fiber, I need liquid resin, iron we have, I need tinned wire, I need cold wire, copper wire, solar coils, fertilizer probably, I mean everything. All the sheet coils, everything needs to be made. Probably best to do it in one massive location. So the thing, Chris, things like solder, the wires, they all need to be combined anyway. So it's like, might as well do it in one massive spot. Think I'll design something for that. Because that's basically what we need next. Because we're getting to the point where we can actually do, like, space science. Like, in a bit, that'll be our goal. And I don't know exactly what we need, but I know Fusion said we need a fuck ton of chips, so I want to get that done. Because that's mostly a bottleneck when we're, like, building machines. Is chips. Like, now we're backed up, but that's because we, like, ran it overnight. And we need to decentralize science. We need like 200k red for like the first one, so we need to decentralize science as well. I'm just not sure what these are capable of. Yeah, this needs to be prod beaconed up. Like, why the hell isn't it already? Because this is like the type of design that I'd like to inline. So we can actually put prod beacons on both sides for just like massive stupidity. A bit like this design, because this is ideal. The issue here is that Helmut doesn't really support this. Because like this has 2 tier 3s. I think it might actually be worth to craft these with big ones. Just for the extra amount of like modules. Because this has 6 module slots instead of the other. It's probably actually better. It's like, what's the max productivity I can get on one of these? So let's grab like a single pack. So let's take a really bad one. You know, this one. Okay, this only has 3 ingredients. So what you can do there, this was like the really stupid technique, is do this for every single one. And then you can literally surround it. And that gives us a productivity of plus 100%. There's a small one has, but this is not even the highest tier. Can I make one just to check? I cannot because I need nitinol. But this one has 6 module slots, so it even has 1 more. So we get another 12%, so 112% productivity, and speed can go at most to plus 65%. So it's fairly slow. The issue is that you can't really do this. I think we might be able to like disable module restrictions, but I'm not super sure. But yeah, this is basically the idea one, and then you can like duplicate this and put like, you know, have overlap. We should work on getting these so we can start working on the highest tier. Because your crafting speed 3.5, your crafting speed 4, and that's, oh, you also have 6 module slots. Wait, why do you not have all the modules? No, never mind. Well, actually, no, because you might still not be able to actually benefit all the way from it. No, they're all filled. I'm just blind. Hey, can you go away? So one like this, right? That's gonna make chips. This is brutal. Has 5 inputs plus a liquid. I mean, considering the amount that it'll need, because this needs at least a full belt of electronic circuits. Assume we can do with 4. Yeah, that's full belt for everything. And then we have one of you. Chock you full of that. And then one, like, can you also move one further away? No, so we want it like this. And that gives us plus 100% productivity. So this design can be up. But yeah, keeping it fed is... I mean, there'll be a fairly slow with it. Wait, why are you running out of titanium? Because we never actually set up titanium ingesting. Let's do that right now. Someone didn't bother to change that. I'll set this up for plates. And then turn you on. Such a massive pain, but here titanium actually gets ingested, so... Space science. So nitinol is probably next, because we need that for a lot of upgrades. Fun fact, nitinol is partially named after a American Institute. Here we go, 4 times nitinol plate. Is there really no better way to make nitinol? That would suck. Nitinol. Yeah. Let's do like 2 times that. Yeah, it's only 40. Oh, okay, but you can get prods. So it's nickeling. Oh, it's nickeling titanium. I mean, titanium is only a massive pain to make. Oh, wait a minute. So the current titanium plant is intentionally not optimal. It's not designed with the latest tech in mind, because we wanted to use up magnesium ore, which is completely empty, ironically. Well, what the hell? What? No station supplying manganese ore found, which is complete and utter bollocks. But I think you're in the wrong network. No, you're in the right network. You're on your provider, provide stack threshold. Very nice. Are you not connected? No, you're working. Let me check LTN manager. This doesn't work that well. It's actually lagging so hard. Oh wait, no, there it is. What? Oh, I know. These are not set to the right type of inserters. There, someone upgraded them or something happened, and they were reset to short versions. That's why. Okay, that fixes that. See, the thing is, I'm not sure if I should siphon off of from this, the titanium ingots. The annoying thing is that the calcium chloride, you would siphon that off of. Oh, you can make it this way, actually. We have it like shit tons of it in storage. But at that point, I might as well design like a proper titanium plant as well, because I think it uses. What metals do you use? But that's just manganese. Yeah. No, liquid titanium uses other stuff. This one's actually fairly simple. Yeah, it's probably just best to just do this separately. Considering it's actually not that much work to just do this like this. I don't know, at that point, like, should we just, like, make stations providing the ores? It saves 4 stations here. But, like, would it reduce the train travel? I mean, yeah, it would. But, like, these don't get consumed that much. In the end, I think it's all the same. What are you? Oh, it's still the raw gas issue, isn't it? Yeah, ironically, we're full of oil. We actually have... Come on. Thought you were talking to me muted in Discord while I was away, and that would have been funny, but no, unfortunately not, Shadow. How do I get this? I don't think we can synthesize, because I need methane, right? Probably just catalyze the whole thing. Let's see. Okay. So we want to get methane gas. There's a way to get synthesis gas from like nephthane. We probably should make like a better refinery for this somewhere, so we can actually just pump in methane, ethane, butane, and we don't need to do this locally. That is probably actually a good idea to do now. So I want to get... This is natural. I'd rather actually not use any gas liquids at all, but I can probably like use both. Because this consumes synthesis gas. And then we can also add a recipe again for methane, where we add the one that we use with synthesis gas, because that produces a lot as well. And then we say, can I not add you in here? Yeah. So we say we want to get this. So say I want to get thousands. So we want to make synthesis gas from carbon monoxide. Oh, nice. We actually created 100k yellow. Can this run purely? No, because now it's actually not using the first recipe at all. That's actually quite interesting that we could have gotten the better one like already. So we can do both then, actually. And we just have you overproduce this. So what I can then do is I delete you, I go in here, and I add methane. Purely you. Because we need to consume the gas liquid, so I think that's a good idea to do anyway. And then I can just go here and I have you produce 1,000 as well. Yeah. And then here we produce the synthesis gas just separately. I don't think there's really a need to consume any of these other ones because we do it separately anyway. So this is not the same amount, so we need to add a little bit in, but I think we have, yeah, that we can do, and then I need to get hydrogen, which we'll probably do this way. God, 72. Holy hell. Oh man, what's the other recipe here? Makes carbon dioxide. $36 is doable. Probably just do this. It's not that great, but it's doable. Chip fabs. So, I mean, what do you want to do with chips? No, are you listening, Gaffel? I'm not sure if you are. You are. We need to prep stuff. It's like I planned this fucking massive chip fabrication plant, but it'll need a lot of prep work. Currently, we're backed up, and I think doing the prep work might be better in long run. How much science per sec do you plan for space? No, I don't know, but we need shit tons. Like, the final tech, right, requires 200,000 space. So, that's what we need to produce. 200,000. And if we need, you know, say we have 100 a minute. Yeah, it's a lot. You say we do 100 a minute, that's 200,000 divided by 100 divided by, I mean, okay, that's like less than a day, but 100 a minute is infeasible. Let me actually have a rough idea how much we would need for space. So if I want space science, it's all tons of other components. Say we want to have, so that's like a ton. Yeah, it's like 1.6 a second. It's not that much. Takes like half a rocket silo. It's not even that much. Huh. I don't know. It's like, probably actually put these together. Actually, I think you can do it like this. So say we want to do, it's like 10. This is 1 science of each a second. So do 1.6, right? It's like, how many minutes were in a week? Because that's actually kind of more than expected. I'm not sure. Because I think See, Fusion calculated something like 50 million chips were required. I mean, to be fair, we need like... Of like the red science, we need... It's 200k per part, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 7 times as much. Not sure. This is like 96 a minute. $200,000 over 100 a minute. 2,000 minutes. Just, you know, 33 hours. More like a day of continuous production. Don't think we need to build that. Where does Fusion come up with this idea? So why are you... Oh, because like the last one doesn't require... No, it does require space tech. For some reason, you're just not linked. There we go. I think C-Fusion may have overestimated how much some of these things are to make. Yeah, I think he vastly overestimated. So I think the factory that I built was extreme overkill. Still, it's going to be a lot easier to build if we get, like, plates on the trains. This is so much overkill, then. Why do you... How did he calculate this? What did he do? I mean, start beefing up the metal. Yeah, but that's my point. If we get the metal infrastructure up and running, that'll make everything so much easier to work with. If we can just have a train call in any plates. I mean, that's what I've been working on. So we have titanium, we have the irons, we need copper, we need everything. I'm gonna do the gas thing now, so we have a bit of an easier time for that. And then in the end, we can just like have decentralized science producers. I think going for like more than this is not infeasible. Certain about the amount of trains is dedicated to sludge. So what I think is a good idea for sludge is to just start piping it over. Like, just put a fuck ton of pipes here. Be decoupling sludge. I think, considering we have everything, like, I already hooked these up to sludge. These are no longer consuming trains as far as I'm aware. These two. Did I not do it to you? Already getting ridiculous. Yeah, but how else? We need it. What's your point? So I haven't actually upgraded these. It's kind of bad. These need to be up. These can still be upgraded more with speed modules. We integrate them into the smeltery. Yeah, you could do that. Like that's perfectly possible. Like what I think we can do is switch a couple module priority users and beacons. No. There's a mod for that, but we don't have it installed. What did I want to say? One thing we can do is pipe all of these belts into the ores. As in, like, do what we're doing here and just do it on plus, you know, do it on the spot. I don't think we need to decouple everything, but if we reduce it to ores, we're already so much further ahead. Because that reduces this to, I mean, it removes 3 stations. Sorry, it reduces 4 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what we need for the ore. Because so often you need to combine ores anyway, that I think having like dedicated smelters things, that's just not going to be great. It's much better to scale it up. And I think we can still use the existing facilities. We just run them each into, like, I don't know, here. We have massive amounts of belts of everything, and then we can just combine them into whatever ores we want. I think that's a good idea. Because that'll clear up all of these stations if we just pipe over the sludge. That might not be feasible though, I'm not so sure, considering the length, the runs will be very long. But that'll cut out like 20, 30 stations. I don't think it's infeasible at the moment though, what we have. I think we can still make a good... Should we have something for green parts? You mean green chips? I think you can, yeah. I need to start working on deuterium, but like the fact that we need like 300 blue chips a second, come on. Like even if I go for something stupid like this, it's only 120. If I go for literally 3,500 second tie-ins. Oh, green belt, yeah, but that's I want to do nitinol, but I wanted to do a bit of chemistry to keep titanium flowing first. I'm gonna make nitinol, but I'm first gonna do chemistry. This should I need to do well, need is a big word, but I should do this first. No, I know, but I'm gonna make nitinol. I mean, someone else can do it. I'm not gonna complain about that, but it's a fairly trivial setup, all things considered. Sure. We don't beat you to it. I mean, I've already built this setup like 3 or 4 times by now. Because like to produce 120, because we have good production stuff now, it's very easy to get a lot of throughput going. Let's do the chemistry first. That'll make for a good utility thing. Yeah. To wash you. We were overproducing it. Because I need to do this. There we go. 10,000 on the dot. Hell no. These bores are so inefficient. It's horrible. Yeah, you need some purified water. That's fine. Just siphon off. Well, should check how much you need actually. Yeah, it's like 7. And then we can still beacon stuff up. Nothing here can probably get prodded, which is well. Let's see. 110, but everywhere. 4. Have I actually gotten a response from the mod maker yet? Nah. Yeah, it's 99. And I mean, how much does this setup consume? 200 a second. Yeah, let me go build this real quick. How much, what ingest do I need? I just need 3 ingests. Pfft, wow. Where have I done this? Where can I do this? I could do it here. Make use of space. But I think it's like the issue is that that smeltery idea is a lot of freaking work to get going. But I think it is worth it to basically decouple all of these trains. Greens are going to take APUs? You mean green chips? Okay, this can be reduced to like, if we take... Let's say this sets this to 120, which is massive fucking overkill. Tier 5s. Oh, yeah. What do they take? Oh, the advanced processing units. Yeah, yeah. We have production of that. It's like right. Oh, I never actually removed this. We have it right here. She's not getting any blues because we have a total of 2 blue producers at the moment, I think. Sorry, 4, and they aren't always working because... Oh, I never actually freaking filtered in the titanium. Because I'm a moron. Like, gee, our titanium belt isn't flowing. I wonder fucking why. I hate it so much. God, that's such a bad idea. Shouldn't be using a U anyway, so... There we go, it should at least help a bit. Yeah, that's where I wanted to get it to. What? Oh, crap, that's the wrong thing to upgrade. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Did I forget something somewhere? Yes, literally that one, the corner. Yeah, I think we just kind of reached the point where we have a lot of avenues we could take, and they're all kind of shit. As in, they're all going to be a ton of work to that won't pay off for a little while longer. Power Armor 5 is space tech? Come on, game. That's just cruel. I mean, these are... I'll say, oh, these are fairly cheap. No, they're very much not cheap, and we don't really need them. But I want to get them out of the way because I want this list to be clear. Yeah, but that's the point of the mod we're playing, right? It's like... Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. I don't think it's that much, considering the fact that Fusion lied to all of us about how much it was actually going to take. I think we'll be fine. Because, I mean, 120 is not feasible at all. Let's take a full belt of this. And then we want a full belt of you. So we want to make this... how do I do that properly? 139... It's like 150%, whatever. Close enough. You want to set this to 125%. Yeah, let's do you the same, actually. Should be then like 200%. No, 150 or so. So want to take it? Ah, whatever. Even then, it's only like 1,500 machines opposed to like the thousands we had before. And that's not even properly factoring in... it's not even properly factoring in the fact that we will surround these. Because they will be... we'll need just half of this. And then half of this. So it's a bit like... it's a very difficult to actually figure out what we need. So decommissioning the bootstrap base. Yeah, that's kind of the point, right? I would like to have every single plate here. Let's rename this to... I would like to have every single metal here. And then we can just remove them. Remove everything else. Because, like, so much space is taken up by stuff we just really don't longer need. But our entire base is built around half of it, so it's a bit... Oh, there's some stuff I need to start doing, though, as well. Where's the other design that I made? Yeah, deuterium. Which I foolishly put on the wrong freaking fuel. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, you're not... yeah, yours has a 2. It's correct. We need to get more catalysts somehow. Self-contained ore creation plants. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but like the thing is there's so much mixing between them. I'm not entirely sure if at that point it's not best to just combine everything. To just have basically the setup we have now, where we produce the 4 levels of stuff. Crushed, refined, chunks, whatever. And then individually pipe that to where we need it. Sorry, as in like, and then split them up and make them all into the correct ores. The design that I think I used in my base, which never needed to get, well, it kind of got to this size, but not to the actual scale of it, same scale. Because I could mine the ores, the original ores, which of course makes things a lot easier. Be huge or won't producing much, and it'll be a hell to build. The thing is, I don't think an actual like individual ore plant is going to be that big. Let me have a guess. So some of our very like, this is not the very advanced one. Don't know if I have that anywhere. Is this the advanced one? No. This one isn't really either. Yeah, if we modelize it, we can scale it. Like, oh, we need more ore, just plop down a single block and to produce just that ore. Okay, so let's say... this is a lot. Let's say we want like 60 titanium ore, right? kind of sparse like that. I mean, what's the actual production capacity of that? 3,000 mineral sludge a second? Same as an entire block like that. It's, well, roughly the same size. And let's say we want like 2, sorry, 9 times 2. Looking at the amount of machines here, I think you're not wrong. I think it will actually be kind of fine to do if we, like... The amount of machines is actually fairly trivial to get this amount. Well, it's for 1, right? So... But then this you would make from sludge. And you'd still need to get you as well. Basically just do this, let's set this at 300%. So we get the correct amount of stuff we need here. So 2,000 mineral sludge is like that entire block. Though to be fair, we're currently using not ceramic filtering, we're using the other one. The yeah, we don't have the higher tier beacons because they suck. They're broken. I'm thinking about making a submod myself, but it's like a bit of a pain. And I'm not sure how to do it. I've done factorial modding before, but it's been a while. But having the higher tier beacons actually work would be a massive boon. Also just not designing, I'm not building, I'm yapping while not building anything. C-block randomizer sounds like absolute cancer. Second. I don't know. I don't think there's per se a right solution here because either we No, we should not use logbots at all. It's a terrible idea. I think the current idea was fine when we started. It's just not scalable. I think making all the ores is good. I don't think there's really a reason to tear down what we have, though. If we can, we should see if we can direct pipe in the sludge, at least from the 2 close ones. And we can do that without even tearing down the train stations, just keep them. They'll just not be used. Too much inputs for high tier material. Yeah. And just by going to ores, even by just centralizing that, we can already reduce it a lot. Even if right now all we do is just take belts from like all these places and just belt them into like an ore producer here, I think that's worth it already. Just that alone will allow us to reduce already, just go everywhere and just tear it down. Because that means we can also build very, very efficient setups. As in like a ton of prod modules. And then we don't have to worry as much about getting all the ratios right everywhere. And then we can also go around. Like, it'll be a bit of work, but we can go around and just... we can go around and take away a lot of the places. The only places we would still need to keep is like... this. Like the ferrous stuff. That's the only thing we'd need to keep. That's all. And that'll allow us to reduce, you know, get rid of them. Like, that saves, what? 4 stations here, and it saves 7 or 8 there, and, you know, and go on like this for a while. Oh, what do you mean, what? It needs the blocks. There's no, like, ore here. This is the ore production facility. You could belt it in. Might not even be the worst idea, considering where the hell, how it's not even that far from some of them. That's actually not a bad idea at all. Be a bit of belting, but it's possible. Am I having a breakdown? What do you mean? I've always been having breakdowns. Oops. Streaming and talking. Imagine me having like actual mental stability. Wow, how cringe. I mean, streaming is basically someone just talking to themselves. Oh yeah, we're discussing the current strategy that we want to use. It's like, what the hell? What do you mean? Like, I thought you were listening in as well. Train subnets for ore production. At that point, just belt it. If you're gonna build stuff, just belt it like that. Like, I think we can just belt everything from here into this and then surround it with like the production for the Crotinium and all the other crap, and just have trains going in and out with just ores. It's splitter hell. Yeah, but it's constant throughput. That's the thing. It's like we could build shit tons of trains and it would not cause any congestion. The throughput is very consistent, and I don't think it'll be splitter hell at all. Because the amount of like let's take a look at the thing that I designed, that horrible piece of shit. Where is it? Here. Like, this is all 3 together because I just did it times 3, and that's like 2 belts of ore of like the subproducts. Internally, it's like 2 belts all the way down. Streams of Shumu will only stream weird console games. That's like, it's not entirely untrue, but it's not entirely true either. I was playing Blood Bowl and getting absolutely smacked earlier today. That was disgusting. I'm very tilted due to that. I really want to research the atomic bomb, but it's such a complete waste of resources. But then again, everything is at the moment, because like we don't have space science. All of these are out of the question. All stuff is like military stuff. I just want to clear the list. Like, I don't expect this run to be over in another week or 2, so I'm not in a massive hurry here. These are very long-term plans, like mega-based style stuff. The thing is that this block together, let me actually check that. Rate calculator. What? Does it not show me? Yeah, Blood Bowl. I was playing Blood Bowl in a little league. Fantasy football with Warhammer races. Why is it not? Oh no, so mineral is actually overproduced, but this is underproduced, which is a bit weird. Why is that? What do we need to oh, because we need to import a bunch of. Why are you like minus? What a weird design. Oh crap, I never fixed that. Whoopsie. There we go. Like, damn, I don't wanna tell you your don't know how they want to play that unironically. I mean, I guess the design is fine, right? Okay, so this block is balanced. Oh fuck. Yeah, community tournament thing. So this block is balanced. So we could just copy paste this a bunch of time and just strip out the train stations. And just rejigger it a bit. And then we just, because I think this setup, like it produces a belt of this, well, produces kind of a shit amount of crystals. It's weird. Produces like, no, because it assumes everything. Yeah, no, sorry, it assumes everything goes into it. Be a good sort for. Yeah, I think we just need to redesign it. Because if you can make it self-sufficient, because right now, I mean, maybe the sulfuric acid you don't need to, but even that you could just do internally. Because I think it's neutral, sulfuric acid-wise. I think if you just strip out the trains, it would be a lot better already. I think that's a good starting point. And then, like, because you paste it like here, here, and then you like do it, like flip it around or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. But we can already get there by just piping in some stuff already that we know works. Like just piping this to here, because we know this is self-contained technically. But that should be easily adaptable. Because in theory, literally all of these designs are identical. They're all the same. I think the only thing they produce differently is like the wastewater is different. And we discarded here, which we kind of shouldn't. But it's not a massive issue. Nearly as nearly. It's literally the same for every single ore. This entire setup is completely identical. The only thing that's different is the input acid sometimes. That's it. Nothing else is different. And these blocks are not updated. You should probably redesign the block. Because, like, this is shite. Like, get more of the crystallizers in there. Because that'll allow you to produce this again. The chemical is, I think nitric acid is completely recyclable. We just don't do it. So nitric acid goes into a bunch of shit that I don't care about. I want the waste. So nitric wastewater can be recycled into sodium nitrate. And that can be remade into it, I think. Yeah. I think these are neutral. Let me check that. It's the wrong one, bub. No, in fact, they overproduce. Wait, what? No? Huh? What? If you want to have a 141, you need 3.68. Oh yeah, because you're also trying to make the purified water. That's it. I'm pretty sure it's balanced. No, here we go. Yeah, see? It overproduces sulfur, actually. Which is fine, because then you can ship out the sulfur or the extra sulfuric acid. And you just set a flare stack to it. So yeah, it actually overproduces it. This is all the ores for titanium ore. So ignore these two. You still need crystal seedling. You still need to make that somewhere. But that you can probably like do centrally somewhere. Because the amount you need is not that high. Keep in mind that this can be even better. Because that's kind of the difficult part. You need to do what I'm not sure. So I think the sludge block can produce seedling. Let me check that. I think you're right. Because I think you can make it from crystal dust. Yeah, see this, yeah, let me test that right here. Crystal dust we make from blue. Okay, that's not exactly balanced. Crystal powder. Is that any better? It's double somehow. Very impressive. It's nowhere near enough. No. But like, let me take a look. So we have the crystal seedling plant. This does not produce seedling. This does. Which does it from the dust that it collects everywhere. So this produces that surplus. $666. So this plant here produces enough to supply like 5 or 6 of them. Because what happens here is we crush we get the dusts. Yeah, we crush it into dust. Why are you not working? Output full. Because, huh. No, it's not going to overload anything. Avoid the hydrogen sulfide from washing wet water. Is it useful in any reasonable manner? Hydrogen sulfide can only be used to make sulfuric acid as far as I know. Sulfur, oh no, you can also use it for deuterium. We actually need some for that because that's at least my plan currently for endgame power production. Fusion, yeah. We should have quite a few fusion products here. Yeah, it's really nice. I think we might not even have to, but I kind of want to set up the plant because it's not very fast. So I'd like to just set up the plant so it can just start chucking away in the background making deuterium fuel. And we have, like, the system we have here. This is automated, right? Like 2 of these aren't running because we don't need that. These are, so we can actually have a few more of these, and I have to convert them over to, yeah, we can export the hydrogen sulfide. Like, I'll use it all and just put a flare stack on anything, any surplus. Sulfur dioxide. That can be, I mean, that's a partial product into sulfuric acid. High sulfur dioxide. I assume that's what you're talking about? Because, like... Hydrogen sulfide gas. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, hydrogen sulfide gas. Yeah, the chemical's H2S. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, an enriched thing goes into heavy water, and then you need to like enrich that a bunch of times and cool it down. It's a massive PETA, but it's fine. But I think that's a good plan. Make a belt-based ore producer, and that'll allow us to expand a lot as well. I still like to freaking build this, so just putting it off. Theory crafting. We need 3 solid stations. And then 1 liquid station. Oh, come on. That output, and then we need 1 liquid station. And then well, I say that, but we need 3 output liquid stations. 1, 2, 3, burn it, get rid of it, burn it, get rid of it. So we need like 3 more. Can I like not have you copy that, please? Be kind of chill. Yeah, but I think that can work. And then the only thing, I mean, at that point, we just kind of work forward. We build the ores, then we build. We could even say we wanted like build a massive plant where we centrally build all of the. No. It's like, yeah, we could decentralize like the production of this. But the thing is that the step after is very, very trivial. Just recombining them. And like this amount of machines, that's perfectly fine. And this requires a single input, or 2 technically, but that I think is a good idea. To think carefully what we want to centralize. I think the ores is a good idea, because that's what I did before, and it worked out really well. Because most metals take 2 ores, maybe 3, and some fluids. like steel and such, they're what some of the most complex. Maybe chrome is as well. That's just one. So what would be chrome, carbon? That's it. So that's okay. That's maybe not a good example. It's a very, very easy. But no, ores is good. We're gonna be in Ferris Hell forever. If we need, see, the benefit is, because we're in Ferris Hell, what we can do is we just set these stations to have output priority. Oh, Jesus Christ, is it really that poor? Oh, but you're not prod moduled up yet properly. Fuck. I should really see if I can install the module mod. Anyway, that can be better. Actually, I should do that right this instant, because that's actually quite a lot of productivity we're leaving out on the table. I can do this, right? Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Okay. That's gonna be a massive PETA. Because I don't think we have enough. We do? No, we don't. That I'm not sure was really needed. Okay. You can do that? Yeah, of course you can drag upgrade them. And now it's basically an issue of inserters. Anyway, it's been a while since I should have done this. I don't know which genius. Sorry, I don't know which genius did this. The cobalt consumption is perfectly balanced. It's a limit. This is what limits it. When I saw this, I got very scared for a second. Like, it's fine now because a lot is backed up, but that could have caused issues. Input priority, no, because literally nothing of this should be on the train network. None of it. Because anything we overproduce, we're going to be short at some other point in time. Like, yeah, it's not the worst issue ever. It should be on the input priority, I think. Okay, if it's not, come on, left. Oopsie. Anyway, probably not gonna actually build the methane thing tonight. Well, move there, so it'll remind me. Then Ice can build Nightingale tomorrow. Should be fairly easy. But yeah, this block together should prove pretty useful. I think you can improve it by rebalancing things a bit. Because then you know exactly the input output. I'm gonna actually quit in a sec and take a look at the mod, see if I can figure out if I can fix the beacons. Because I think that's like the it's some overhaul mod. It's a bit of a pain to figure out because you're kind of like disabling things until you figure out what's actually causing it. Because like if you go to the beacon now, it has goes modules mod, reskin, beacon overhaul, descriptions, C block. I think it's C block mod that does this. Because this one goes base mod, classic beacon, both modules, extended description. But it's like classic beacon is just a reskin. Probably actually remove that. I need to take a look at some point. Because the fact that it says 8 here, but only has 2 is very weird. I wanna beacon these up though. Oh look, my night vision kicked in because I can suddenly see better than I can at day. At least it'll be nice to start designing for the better belts. It's so dumb that that's the way it works, but well, it's the way it works. None of these matter. It's just something to tide over. I mean, we're gonna like produce 200,000 of each of these anyway. Probably do at least a few of each of these at the start. Especially like bot worker, power armor 5 definitely. I remember back when this was the Iron Man armor, when he just stole the sprite. It's the good old days. Yeah, probably gonna need to queue up landfill overnight. Okay, perfect. What are you limited by, bub? Speed of the Ferris slurry, which is right here. Tell me what you want to be filled and I'll do it fast on a boss with no lag. What? It's ridiculous. I mean, if it's overnight, like this is we need to like queue up tens of thousands of it anyway. Like absolutely fuck massive amounts. Wait, Ferris slurry is like 150k. You're not keeping up. Okay, now you are. Probably piped throughput for a sec. Actually having to do this, it's so funny. It's a turbo belt of filters and I need it. Yeah, still some. Yeah, because you're like right at the end of where like refill it. So there's a setting where higher tier pipes get more throughput, and I'm very scared to enable it because the issue is that the like input here is 100. So we can fix those issues partially. The thing is, because not everywhere might have pumps, you run into issues where, because it balances percentage-wise, if you have one pipe that's 1,000,000 and one pipe that's 100, and the 1,000,000 one is 1% full, even though it's massive amount, it'll only fill the other pipe up to like 1%. So it's like, it could solve all our issues, or it could cause a fuck ton more, and I'm not sure what I want to do. This probably, I should probably increase the throughput for you anyway. If it's kind of ass. Just do double pipes. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where we kind of should have been, I should have been better with designing with that. I'm just kind of shit at it. I mean, you haven't seen my absolute worst product ever. Hey, we're doing fine now. Whatever, I'll build it anyway. In my other overkill run, I designed a jet fuel factory that used absolute massive amounts of pumps to move everything around. But where do you do that? Actually, I haven't looked at that setting yet. I mean, this one. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, because no, it's a static drop-off over distance. Anyway, how you doing now, buddy? Besides lagging me to all hell and back. Still not great. I think it's also time to just upgrade these machines, I think. Can we? Nope. Can't. Twelve ones is vanilla pump speed, yeah. Oh no, are we actually fucking full of filters? Because we're full of fucking water purification. And these can't actually reach because I built it like dog shit. No, it's not the issue of the assemblers. It's pipes, baby. God damn it! God damn it! I deserved that because I still haven't bothered to grab my fucking personal defense, even though I have like way more than enough space in my armor now because I have Mark. What is it? I've got Mark 4 armor. Jesus, it's pathetic. I'm going the wrong way. I kind of thought that with the extra armor I could actually survive the hits. Still not doing great. Oh, that didn't get rid of all of its stuff. Thorium ore, yeah, we do, but that's... I mean, yeah, technically we do. But it's not something that you should bother with. Because we're making that from two very difficult to produce products. I'll just place one here, it should already be fine. One or two tiles. I think this is fine. Clarifier, clarifier. I can never find my clarifier. Whoops. Okay, now I think you're just not fast enough with the actual filters, which is good. Uranium we do need, because we need to make RTGs. We need radiothermal generators, so we need that definitely. Alright, good stuff. Okay, let me move back to where I was, so I actually built that tomorrow. Basically, we want to have as many products to buildable without being dependent on each other. That would be the ideal case, but since when does the world work in ideal ways? All right, I'm gonna call it here for now. I'm gonna take a quick look at the mod. You can still ask questions if you want to. Let me actually take a look here. I also need to update the mods again at some point, just in general. Let's see, mods. Editing Factorio mods fucking sucks. Okay, prototypes. Let's see. Beacon. Find in files. Just go up a folder. Beacon. Here we go. Hey, if data raw beacon 2, then beacon module specification module slots 2. Increase energy consumption bulbs extras beacons, also reduce module slots and activity. I think that's stupid. Yeah, no, that's stupid because I think the loading order is wrong there. I don't know if we can enforce that. I probably should do like a fix because I hate manual modding. Because at that point, because I'd have to distribute the mod to everyone. And as experience learned, it sucks. Or I could ask. I need to ask. Actually, that did that. I asked the dev because there's another beacon mod. Didn't get an answer yet because there's a mod called Beacon Rebalance that is properly compatible, and that has the same functionality that I want. It just doesn't have the productivity beacon. So I want to ask him if you could add that back. Okay, so I know how to do this. It should be trivial to actually edit. I can actually check that right now. Just set this to like, what was it? 8 and 12. And this is my personal version, so I should be able to just load a save. Single player load game. Load. Are you not seeing anything? It's weird. Anyway, slash editor. Doesn't want to work. Anyway. Entity. Still has only 2. Oh, of course. I already know why, because I fucked up. Remember what I said about Factorial Mod being annoying to mod? You need to like re-zip it. It doesn't load from a folder. It's very annoying. Anyway, cheers, guys. I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you later. I can also change the speed of the ultimate transport belt, but I think 120 is already quite way too fast. All right, cheers.